What's going on, guys? Scott Hogan coming at you here. Today's video, I wanted to continue on showing you a little bit of awesome golf. We did a preview of it over the weekend. Wanted to be able to continue and dive deeper into it a little bit. Today, we are going to talk about the on-course modes because I think I get a lot of questions about, different software options that cost a little bit less money. We talked about the pricing the other day where you can do the one-time lifetime option for $349 flat fee. That's a great deal, and they're continuing to add and upgrade to the software, which is really exciting. So something really to consider, and I've had a little bit more time to use the software, and really it just keeps getting more and more impressive as I've gone through it. So today we're going to talk about the on-course play, make this pretty short and sweet, and then the next video I'm going to talk about, can you use this software to get better, and what does that look like. So make sure you don't miss out on that video. Click that subscribe button down below, and we will have that video coming out for you very shortly. All right, so let's get into the on-course play. So right now there are 2 golf courses, and as I mentioned, they're going to be coming out with 2 more that are already in the works and coming, and I think the plan is for more of those to come in the future. But you're going to have 4 courses with this software right now. If you're somebody that has a Mevo Plus or even an X3, which comes with the 5 course package that you get with E6, you are going to have 9 courses that you are at your expense that you're not paying for on an annual basis. For some people, that $300 a year, and for most of these softwares, you're looking in that $200 to $300 a year range minimum to keep courses. That gets pretty expensive to be able to do this. So, it's something to think about when you're playing your golf and picking out your simulator. What is that annual expense going to be? And do you want to keep it as low as possible, or do you have a reason or want for it to pay for those annual subscriptions? So I like the idea of having this flat fee. Now, the golf courses that we played the spring course, which is a little bit more forgiving, but the golf experience is a little bit different than the E6 golf experience when you're playing. Now, that's not a bad thing. I actually really enjoyed my experience playing. So what I did is I played 9 holes. As far as the golf course goes, pretty... not the most difficult golf course, that's for sure. It's, pretty wide, and it does say that in the description. The other golf course that you can play, and I'm going to try that one out, is a much more difficult course according to the description. So it was very, very wide open, very enjoyable to play. So if you're somebody that's new to sim golf, or you have people that are new, I have people that are new, and I want them to just enjoy the experience, I thought this was a great option to have. As far as the gameplay goes, it was great. I loved it. Saw the numbers seem to match up. Again, I've talked about this in the past, but if I hit a bad shot, I want the bad shot to read. They did exactly what I thought they did. I did hit a couple. If I hit it high right, the ball was high right, and it came up shorter. If I hit one, I did hit one off the toe, and it kind of low duck hook. That's what should happen. I want to see that happen when I'm playing. If I hit a bad shot, I want the bad shot to happen. So we did have that. Now, one interesting fact that happens when you're playing is there is no putting option, or nothing that I could see in the settings, and that's okay for me. I don't putt anyway, but it's not like there's a computer putt. What happens is there's a green on the green. There is a circle that's like a 1-putt circle, and you have to hit the ball inside of that if you want to make a 1-putt. So whether you're hitting a chip shot or an approach shot, let's say you're hitting an approach shot, you want to make a birdie, you got to hit the ball inside that 1-putt circle. And it looks like it's around 10 feet or so when you're looking at the green. And, that honestly makes sense. Your chances of 1-putting, the 50-50 point is about 8 feet for a tour player. So for most us average golfers, it's a little bit less. So setting 10 feet as the 1 foot or the 1-putt zone, that actually does kind of make sense. Now, it's also an interesting dynamic that you play. I found it very interesting playing because, if you're trying to shoot as low as you can, you all of a sudden start thinking about, how do I get the ball really close to the hole with my approach shot? So from a learning standpoint, from a just training standpoint, I actually find that very interesting and something I look forward to trying this winter with my players and just saying, all right, we got to go nuts and start trying to hit the ball really close, getting players into that mindset of attacking pin locations and hitting the ball really close on certain pins. So I'm interested in trying that, and also interested in seeing about trying to up the difficulty of that task on other courses. So from a coaching side, that presents some really interesting things that you can go on. If you hit the green, it's going to give you the 2-putt. So that's also another interesting one that as well. I think you can do a little bit of coaching or a little bit of understanding of your game. You know, people will say, all right, yeah, my putting's good, or my putting's this and my long game is this. I think people might start to understand, like, hey, if they shoot really, really good scores on the sim, and we find that the sim's pretty very accurate, which I do, then maybe the reason your scores don't match up in real life is because your putting is not as good as what you're seeing here. So there's some interesting dynamics that go with that. But overall, really good experience. Played 9 holes. Honestly, it took about 12 minutes to play. It was lightning quick. So you have that as a benefit. I think it would be a great thing to do with a couple of other buddies and have a little bit of fun. Again, golf courses, graphics, again, we talked about this in the last video. They're a little bit more on the like looking like Nintendo Wii type stuff, but that's fine. It was really fun, really enjoyable. Shots read the way they should, and I liked it, so had a good time. I think I'm going to try it again and see how low I can go, trying to hit really, really good approach shots. If my goal is to get better at my long game and approach game, this is a great way to play, just like we do on E6, but I like that there's a little bit less randomness, because if that's what you're working on, you don't want your score to inflate because of the randomness of putting. So you can try this out. I don't think I mentioned this on the last video. There is a free trial on the website. Go try it out, see what you think. One side note too, I found a way to project my Apple TV, my computer to my Apple TV. There's this software, it's called AirParrot, and I had AirParrot 3, and it works just like you would like an iPad, but it projected it and did the AirPlay thing. So I was kind of worried about that using my computer, because I already have everything wired and set up to use an iPad with the Apple TV, but now I don't have to worry about wires and I just have to set my computer up. That was actually a huge plus, because it's so much easier to use this software with a computer than I'd say with another device. Although if you have cell service on that device, it would work just fine. But yeah, I mean, for me, not having that, having a computer for about $10 extra to get another dongle, you can upgrade it there and look at it. So that was the on-course part. I think it's really, really impressive. Hopefully you get something out of this and helps you make some decisions about whether or not you're going to like this. If you have any questions, please send them along, send some comments down below, and make sure you subscribe, because we're going to go over all the game improvement options. And I'm saving that for last, because you're supposed to save for the best for last, and I was very, very impressed with that part of it, and really liked it. So we'll have that video coming very soon. Don't miss it. Thanks again. Send any questions down below in the comments, and thanks for watching. Peace.